Hi everybody, the following video is a tutorial on how to achieve this look, which is my New Year's 2010-2011 look. It's a really fun, glittery, smoky look that would go well with any cocktail dress if you're going to a big party, a really glittery lip, so enjoy! Let's start off with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Just putting a little bit on each eye and then smoothing it out with my finger. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. And the first eyeshadow color I'm going to use is from the Kat Von D palette, Love and Fury. And the color is called Holy Bible. It's a really icy blue color, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter. So it'll go on the inside corner of my eye, and I'll pull it all the way up underneath my eyebrow in that highlighter bone area, the brow bone area. And it's going to go on pretty messy right now, and we'll clean it up later. My second colors that I'm going to be using are from the Kat Von D Metal Orchestra palette. My mid-range color is called Razor Gray. It's almost like a greeny blue gray, still light. It's kind of that middle of the road color, and I'm spreading that all over my lid. And then I'll use the darker color in the same palette. It's called Glock. It's a really graphite steel gray. And I'm going to use that right along the lower part of my outer eye and pull it up and right into the crease of my eyelid. And then I'm going to take a large blender brush and go back in with the Holy Bible color from the Love and Fury palette by Kat Von D, and kind of pack a little bit more color on. The larger the brush, the less color gets packed on. So I'm going to soften now. Now that we've applied the main base colors, we're going to soften them out. And then I'll use a true fluffy blendy brush, again with the Holy Bible color, and try and pull those three colors together. I haven't done any sort of concealer or base yet because these kind of intense dark colors especially can get everywhere, so it's nice to do your eyes first and then clean up a little bit later. Now I put a little bit more of the Glock color on my blendy brush and just blending a little bit more of that into the outside corner of my eye and the crease, just really defining it, really making a dramatic look. Typically when you go to these kind of great New Year's parties, they're in a not so well lit area, so you can get away with a little bit more of a dramatic eye because it's not going to show up as much. So you can see how it's blended together, those three colors, and it does kind of make a mess, so I'm trying to get rid of it right now. And I'm going to use my pencil brush by MAC and kind of mimic the colors that I've done on my eyelid along the waterline on my lower lash line. So on the inside I'm using Holy Bible, and that's going to go about a third of the way through my eye, and then I'll come in with the gray color, which was Razor Gray, and that'll go through the middle third of my eye, and then right on the outside corner I'll use that Glock color and marry that up to the outside corner of my upper lash lid, so you can see there. Then for eyeliner, on my lower lash line, I'm going to use one of the new, well, it's a repeater coming back from MAC in their Champagne line that just came out for Holidays 2010. The color is called Feline. It's a Kohl Power Eye Pencil. It's fantastic. If you love Smolder by MAC, you will absolutely adore this eye pencil. It doesn't go anywhere, and you can see how intense it is on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner for my top lid. I got this Sephora Doe Eye eyeliner in black, and I like it a lot. I got it in the teal color, which I actually prefer to the black one, and I think it's this particular one that I bought. The color, the felt tip doesn't stay very wet with the color. It tends to dry out, especially if you're using a lot of eyeshadow, like on this look. So I did fix it with the Maybelline Line Stiletto Blackest Black. And I pulled that out into a cat eye. Right now I used the eyebrow gel by Sonia Kashuk. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrows right now with other colors from a Kat Von D palette. This is from the Ludwig palette. And I use a combination of the leather and Baroque colors with a small, pointy, slanted brush from MAC. And I'm just going along the top part of my eyebrow, just defining it a little bit more and pulling it out so that it helps create that even look. Because I have such heavy eyeshadow on, I want to make sure that my eyebrow can marry up with that. And just smoothing it out with your finger helps to make it look a little bit more natural. Putting it on with a brush also helps to make it look like a little bit more natural. So now I'm going to put on some glitter. This is some silver large chunk glitter from Sally's Beauty Supply. And I'm going to use a Sephora glitter applicator, the silicone glitter applicator. As far as I know, Sephora is the only one who has one of these. It's fantastic, especially if you like glitter and you don't want to get it in your brushes. So I just dab that on all over my eye to give it some silver glitter. You can put on as much as you want. And then I'm going to use MAC Reflex. This is the gold. It's called Reflex Gold. And I put that on with the same applicator. And that just gives it a little bit more of small glitter pieces. So it has both large and small. So when light reflects off of your eyes, they'll really sparkle. And now I'll do my lashes. So I'm going to curl them first so that they marry up with the false lashes that I'm going to put on. And I'm using NYX lashes. They're the Teardrop EL148s. They have 3 rhinestones on the very outside, and I use Super Bond hair glue, which is a latex glue. And you can see I have those on now. You can see the rhinestones on the very outside. And I just use a Maybelline Lashblast mascara. I really love it. I think it's great, and it's only $8, so it's fine for me. And I'm just going to clean up underneath my eye. I tend to have watery eyes, so they tend to water whenever I do anything. So just clean them up a little bit, especially because now we're going to start using, doing the rest of our face. So clean up underneath. So the first color I use is a Kryolon. It's called Alabaster. It's from their foundation line. I also put a primer on before I started any makeup, and it's their Kryolon Underbase, which is a moisturizer primer. It's really lightweight and it's amazing. So I'm just doing this underneath my eye and in my highlighter areas, which is my nose, right above my brows, helping define my brow. Places that I want light to reflect off of and draw attention to. Just blending it through. Right, outlining my lips, right there in the Cupid's bow area, around my nose. Underneath my lips and on my chin. That whole area, just the center of your face. And then I put it on the tops of my cheeks as well because I like those areas to be highlighted. And I don't put this lightest color on at all parts. Now I'm going to come in with my dark color that I've chosen, which is called Spice. It's from Kryolon as well. I use the artist palette, and I put a little bit on my artist palette, and then I use a large concealer brush to put it on. And right now I'm drawing my what I call like evil mustache, sideburns, and I'm just defining my cheekbones a little bit more because I don't have a ton of definition in those. And then I'm going to use my overall foundation color, which is NB2 by Kryolon. I put a little bit on my artist palette, and I'm using the Sephora Professional IT Natural Foundation Brush. It's fantastic. I highly recommend putting on foundation with a soft brush like this off of an artist palette. You save a lot of foundation, you don't waste it. And I'm using a circular motion starting on the outside of my face. So the powder that I'm going to use is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC. My color is medium. This stuff is fantastic. It's really lightweight. It's great if you just want to put on moisturizer in the morning and then just use this. So then the blush that I'm going to use is a Kryolon blush, and I'm mixing the colors Lake and 081. 081 is like a very pink, and Lake is like a nice amethyst purple. So just giving my cheeks a little bit of rosiness. And then I'm going to mix my own lip color. I'm using a hot pink, more of a rose pink, and I mix a little bit of chocolate brown in there too. And then I'm going to mix that with the new Luxor Lip Gelée from MAC. It's in their collection for their champagne collection this year. So there you go. There's a great New Year's look for you.